spent a couple days in San Francisco at IOCDF's annual conference where my decluttering buddy and I gave a presentation. I want to thank all the people who attended. I love that the conference isn't just for individuals who are dealing with hoarding and/or OCD. It's also for loved ones who are trying to understand, trying to help. Therapists and professional organizers also attend to learn how to better help their clients. Before I forget, a special shout out to Donna in Ohio. Pam attended our session and introduced herself to me. She said, "Donna from my Messies Anonymous group told me to see the woman with the sunglasses." I love you for that, Donna, and I hope to meet you one day. My decluttering buddy and I shared how we tell the story of the object in order to decide what to do with the item. Like, I'll tell my decluttering buddy about a cookbook I've had for years, describing the following. What is the item? What does it mean to you? Why is it difficult to let go? Where does it fit in your life? And how does it match with your goals and values? After talking through all that, I make a decision about what to do with the item. I may decide to throw it out. I may decide to donate it. Or I may decide it's something actually worth keeping. The goal isn't to throw out everything we own. The goal is to make decisions about our possessions. And by talking through it, we're processing the item. Processing the stuff is what doesn't usually happen with people who have hoarding disorder. What typically happens is an object enters the home and never gets picked up again. My decluttering buddy and I each did a live discard in the session. I brought a couple hundred fabric product labels that were left over from my small business. For years, I've contemplated getting rid of them, but every time I chicken out and put the box back on the shelf. They were no longer of use to me, but they brought up some strong emotions. I was bawling in front of a bunch of strangers as I talked through these labels, but I got rid of them. I'm also hyper responsible, so I made it rain by throwing all the labels into the air and onto the floor, and I didn't clean them up afterwards, so there. Several brave attendees stepped up to the plate too, discarding some of their personal items. Doing these live discards together sparked a sense of fellowship in the room, which I think is so important with a disorder that feeds on isolation. It was a really special feeling, people who've never met before sharing something so profound. One of the live discard volunteers was a therapist who treats patients with hoarding issues. She told us that she throws things away so quickly, her family says things to her like, "Mom, I'm putting this on the counter just for now. Please don't throw it out." This therapist brought a 30-year-old shirt with the logo of her father's company on it. He's since retired. She asked herself why she'd kept it so long and said, "I thought maybe my sisters and I could take a photo together with all of us wearing his company shirt and send the picture to him. But it's been how many years now and we haven't done it." So she discarded it. We thanked her for showing such empathy and support for those who struggle with this condition. I attended some really good presentations and workshops, heard some incredibly moving stories of recovery. I learned some mindfulness techniques, and I'm going to try to incorporate them to help with the distress I often experience when trying to do discards. I had the privilege of meeting Everitt Clark, a professional photographer who grew up in a hoarded home. He's created a beautiful photography project on hoarding that I highly recommend. I was lucky to be able to see his exhibit in person, but you can also view these powerful images online. I'll post the link below. And I had the pleasure of talking to Professional Organizer Judith Dold. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right. She shared a client success story with me, a woman with hoarding issues who decluttered her home and has been maintaining it like a rock star. I just met Judith, so I've never worked with her before, but I found her to be very empathetic and checked out her website. She describes herself as a creative individual who knows what it feels like to struggle with letting go of possessions, to be surrounded by paperwork, but not having time to file it. Plus, she was at the conference to learn more about hoarding issues, and that says a lot to me. So I've posted Judith's website below for anyone who's interested in learning more about her and her services. Okay, so much more I'd like to share about the conference, but I'm already running long. Next year's IOCDF conference will be held July 27th through 29th, 2018 in Washington, D.C. Bye for now.